guys, so today we are doing the paranormal tag. So I thought it'd be fun to just do a little paranormal general video. I don't know, like, you know. So it's 15 questions all about the paranormal. So question 1 is a super easy, super obvious question. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes. Question 2 is, if yes, have you ever seen one? I mean, yeah, I guess in your traditional, like, full-on, like, figure with features, or, like, a ghost you can see through, I guess, no, technically I haven't, I guess. But I have caught so many in pictures, and I have seen a dark figure. When we were doing our investigation in my grandmother's house, like our second one, we were up in the upstairs, and my mom and someone else was standing in front of me, and I saw someone basically step out from behind the other person, and it was just us three. There's no one else there. And the wind, like, I just remember, like, it happened, the figure stepped out from behind him, and, like, it felt like someone punched me in the gut. Like, I just bent double because I couldn't breathe. And it was, I mean, it was a full-on, like, adult male-sized figure. Like, I could see head, shoulders, hair, like, everything. And I mean, of course, whatever you want to call the thing that was in my room, like, I did a video on that. I'll link it below. I don't, to this day, I still don't honestly know what I believe it was, if it was a spirit or a demon. I don't know. My beliefs have changed so radically, even just since I filmed that video, that I don't even know how to classify what it was that was in my room. And I mean, I've had so many experiences, but I don't, yeah, like your cliche ghost, I don't feel like I have seen, but I have seen so many other things that there's no doubt. Question 3 is, do you think we have souls? This is a question that I am still, I'm still dealing with. What do I believe? I mean, I've talked about it in other videos about, like, religion and what I believe, and there's no clear answer. It's just one of those things where, like, we don't know. I believe that we are energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. So yes, I believe that when we die, something of us goes on, it continues. But I don't believe in heaven, and I don't believe in hell, and I don't know whether we just exist on a different plane or in a different form. Something happens when we die, and I believe that our soul, the thing that makes us who we are, goes on to something else. I just don't know what. Question 4 is, do you believe in aliens? This is another one where I'm like, I just don't know. Like, the universe is so vast that it's hard to believe we're the only things in it. But at the same time, I feel like if there were aliens, it's either they're really good at covering their tracks with a few mishaps throughout the years, and our government is either really good at hiding it, or just really good at, like, being so, or just being so out of the know, and, like, I don't know. I feel like if aliens existed, it would take a huge cover-up on both parts, the aliens and our government, or whatever you want to say, to hide that from us. But at the same time, I've seen things, like, I've seen videos And I mean, yeah, I'm sure a lot of them are fake. But I don't know. I've seen videos that it's like, you know, stuff in the sky, and it's just really hard to discredit every single video because, I don't know. I guess part of me wants to believe there's aliens, but at the same time it terrifies me because have you seen Independence Day? Question 5 is, had any paranormal experiences? Way too many to put into one video. I mean, I've made multiple videos about all my paranormal experiences. I've had so many. Question 6 is, if yes, you have had paranormal experiences, do you find it hard to convince others? I used to, like in high school and just out of high school. And I mean, yes, it shows like how my friend group and stuff has changed. The people I surround myself with has changed very much. In high school and just after, I was hardcore Christian. I went to church all the time, but I believed in the paranormal. So anytime I talked about it with people around me, they looked at me like I was nuts. Like, I mean, they thought I was crazy to believe in ghosts and to want to be a paranormal investigator. And yeah, but now, I don't know, like, I don't know. Other than my husband, I would say my husband is the hardest person to convince. But it's not that he doesn't believe me. It's not that he's against it. He's just super scientific about every aspect of his life. And so any experience I have, he looks at through a scientific lens before anything else. And we have had hour-long discussions about the paranormal and what it could actually be, looking at it scientifically and just all this stuff. And so he's probably my hardest skeptic, because otherwise, I mean, my best friend Shayna is all for it, believes in it, loves to go do haunted stuff with me. And my coworkers work at a haunted place, so it's kind of hard for them to not be convinced when they experience all this stuff too. Question 7 is, do you celebrate Halloween? Yeah. And question 8 is, if yes, what is your favorite thing about it? For me, I mean, ghosts and all the spooky stuff aside, because that's just my everyday life. That is not just Halloween. That's just literally how I live my life. My favorite thing about Halloween, the costumes. I love just having a day where you can just be whatever you want. It's just a day where you be anything but yourself. And it's just fun. And it's fun to see like DIY costumes and expensive costumes. And I love costumes and just to see what people come up with. And I mean, you get to see, I feel like you get to see a little bit of people's personalities through their costumes, you know, what they choose to be. And yeah, costumes, I love them. Question 9 is, do you have a favorite paranormal TV show or movie? Well, if you know anything about me, I'm so obsessed with Ghost Adventures. Like, it helps me sleep. Like, I will watch Ghost Adventures before bed. That's been a thing since I graduated high school and discovered Ghost Adventures. Like, it helps me sleep. Like, it's so comforting. It's so weird. But, Ghost Adventures, I love it so much. I have almost all the seasons bought on Amazon Prime. And I will literally just put it on for comfort. Question 10 is, are you afraid of the paranormal? Not even a little bit. Question 11 is, have you ever used a Ouija board? The answer to that is no, I have not. Question 12 is, if not, would you? If you had asked me even a year ago, Shannon, would you ever use a Ouija board? I would be like, no, because that's stupid. You should never ever use a Ouija board. And here we are a year later. And I know I have a Ouija board in back. That's just a prop. I handmade that. I did not make a planchette. I have no plans of using it, honestly. But I'm to a point in my life now where I'm like, might use a Ouija board. I might. And some people would say, well, that's stupid and a bad idea. But I don't know. I've just gotten to a point in my life where I'm like, why not? I could try it once. Like I said, I have no plans to, but if I were presented with the opportunity, I might try a Ouija board. Question 13 is any paranormal dreams? I guess I don't know. I've never had like sleep paralysis or anything like that. I've had dreams about like ghosts. I've had prophetic dreams so many times where I'll dream something and then it happens. Like, I've had some really weird prophetic dreams before. But, I mean, I guess if you count that as paranormal, yeah. But question 14 is, do you know anyone else who has had paranormal experiences? Every single person I work with. I mean, my best friend, my parents. I know a lot of people who have had paranormal experiences. Probably the only one I could say I know that hasn't is my husband, Matt. And that's just, I don't know if he for sure hasn't or that he just doesn't acknowledge that it, I don't know. Last question, 15. Are there any places that you find particularly scary / paranormal? I mean, as far as places that are paranormal, I mean, obviously haunted places like where I work and hotels. I love going to hotels that claim to be haunted. Even though in all the haunted hotels I've stayed at, I've never actually like had anything happen. As far as like places I find particularly creepy, the woods. I'm pretty sure it goes back to Blair Witch Project. And I mean, I love camping. I absolutely love camping. And if given the opportunity to like do an investigation in a haunted wood, I'm sure I would. But I find woods insanely creepy. I mean, I guess like abandoned hospitals or insane asylums, like those sound unbelievably creepy and something I don't want to particularly find myself alone in at night, but I would probably give it a try. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this paranormal tag. It's October, we have to be as spooky as possible, as often as possible, so yeah. I love you guys so much, and I will see you later.